Hello, we're going to make a video, and this video will demonstrate integrating Putty and VcXsvr software and connecting to a platform on the ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform. This configuration will allow one to get graphics back from a Linux workstation to their Microsoft device. Okay, so the first thing we're going to take a look at, since I'm doing this from home, is if you're working off campus, you need to make sure that you're running the Cisco AnyConnect VPN software and you've connected into the Lehigh VPN. There are videos on how to do this on the Lehigh website. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to start something called an X server. The X server will actually capture the X protocol language that carries the graphics back to your remote device, your laptop or your desktop, and translate it into graphics that will be displayed on your device. So we installed in a previous video the VcXsvr software, and I put this icon here on the desktop. Another way you can start the VcXsvr software is if you click on the little start flag here, come up to All Apps, and you come down to X. It puts it in the Start menu here, and you can click on the little icon here that says X Launch from the All Apps selection. We're going to just click on it from the desktop here. And a couple of things you need to check out when you fire it up is you need to make sure the radio button that says multiple windows is connected, and where it says display number it says -1 or -1. And then we're going to go ahead and click the next button. We're just going to take the default here, start no client, click next. We're going to take the defaults here. It says clipboard, native OpenGL, and we're just going to take the defaults here. So basically just click through the process and select the defaults. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and click finish. Okay, now you'll notice down here in the right hand corner, if you're successful, you'll see what basically is that icon that you clicked on. And if you don't see that, maybe if you click on this little caret here, sometimes it gets moved up into this services box. So if you see this down here, either on the taskbar or in the services box, you should be good to go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start the Putty software, and we'll do that by clicking on the I don't have that on the desktop, so we'll click on the start flag. We'll come up here to All Apps. We're going to scroll down to where it says P, or it actually says, yeah, P, and then we're going to select the Putty folder. And after selecting the Putty folder, we'll see the Putty program, so we'll go ahead and click on that. After bringing up the Putty folder, then what we want to do is come down here. There's a little plus sign. It'll say connection. If you don't see all these entries here, you'll have to click on the plus sign next to connection. And then you're going to see SSH, and then click on the little plus sign next to SSH. And then you'll see it says X11. So click on X11. And then you want to come up here and click on Enable X11 Forwarding. Then we're going to scroll back up and click on Session. And after we click on Session, we're going to enter the host name of one of the computers that we're going to go to. Now you can find the host names for the Teaching Lab Linux platform. There's a website called teachinglabs.ece.lehigh.edu. This is an internal website, and you'll need to be connected to VPN to access this website. After you bring the website up, if you click on Teaching Lab Linux platform and go to About ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform, you'll see a little ways down here. You'll see available workstations, and the workstations and workstation names will be listed. Currently we have server 02 through server 14. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and connect to server 02. .ece.lehigh. VcXsvr.edu, and we'll go ahead and click Open. And this is the first time connecting in with this ID from this machine. So I'm getting this thing called Putty Security Alert. What it means is that the public half of the SSH key is not yet on this machine, and in order to provide encryption, I need to accept this so that the SSH, which by default does encryption, will work. So I'll go ahead and click Accept, and then it says Log in as, and I'm going to log in as ECE demo. Your ID will be the ID that was provided to you for logging in, which is most likely your university ID. Then it will ask for a password. And so now my ID is logged into server02.ece.lehigh.edu. Now, if you are coming in with a new password or a reset password, you're going to be forced to change your password. Okay, now so what we'll do here is we will do a test to make sure we can get graphics back to our machine here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to run gedit, G-E-D-I-T, and I'm going to put an ampersand at the back. That allows me to get my $ back when the graphics runs. Otherwise, if you don't have that ampersand, you won't be able to get to the $ to run another command. So I'll go ahead and hit enter. We'll give it a second here. Okay, so here comes back the notepad type of program called gedit. I'm just going to drag this over a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to actually come in here and I'm going to run another program, and this program will be called GNOME System Monitor. And I'll put the ampersand in there so I get my $ back. And this program here shows like what's happening on the machine. And you'll notice the graphics when it comes up, often it'll come up behind the command prompt window or the terminals. And so here we have the GNOME System Monitor. And with the GNOME System Monitor, if you click on Resources, you can see the CPUs that are running, and you can see the activity that's running on the CPUs. Okay. So to exit out of these, I'm just going to click the little X up here on the top, and I'll do the same thing here with the gedit program. Now it really is best if you're running this, if you can get on the Lehigh network itself, like at the library, or if you live in Saucon Village, that'll work fine. If you're on the Lehigh wireless with the Lehigh wireless, not the Lehigh guest wireless, your response time should be really good. And in that case, you actually don't need the Cisco AnyConnect VPN. And then in order to leave the terminal session, the cleanest way to do it is to, right here, type exit. And that takes you back to your Windows 11 desktop. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.